Do you have any gold?
No.
Why would you?
Bitcoin?
I don't know. He has lots of odd practices.
Rookie cards?
I did start buying Bitcoin very early on. I bought when it was like $10, $20. I was buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But it never occurred to me.
And how did you buy it back then? I was always
web.
confused.
The reason I bought Bitcoin was to buy drugs.
Yeah.
Because the only way you could get on the Silk Road, which was the Ross, whatever his name is, who went to jail and was pardoned by Trump. Thank God he was pardoned. He did me a solid that run. He sent me a lot of ecstasy, and I want to thank him for that. The only way you could get on his site was to go on the dark web with Bitcoin. So it never occurred to me that this could be an investment.
Right.
So
you
I
were
bought,
using it as a currency exchange.
Yes. I bought 10 Bitcoin for $200.
How'd you make out?
He spent it on drugs.
I spent it on drugs. Welcome to Have I Got News for Your Ears. I'm your host, Michael Ian Black, joined by Jim Biederman, Jodi Lennon, and special guest, Pete Dominick.
Hey!
Pete Dominick.
Thank you.
Host of Stand Up, right? With Pete Dominick.
That's right, every day. Thank you very much for having me. You've been a great guest on my show, and the fact that you're allowing me in here and to make eye contact with you is such a really cool thing.
Does he not allow eye contact?
It wasn't my call.
Yeah. No, I met him when I was a warm-up comic on one of his many pilots. He had a few, and I overheard him say, "Tell the fluffer no eye contact because his face bothers me."
He called you a fluffer.
How was everybody's week? Jim, how was your week?
It was great. Yeah.
Why does that sound like a lie?
It wasn't a lie.
I mean, I've never really heard him say something's great.
Jodi, how was your week?
It was great.
See, I believe you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mine was fine, too. Thanks for asking.
Oh, sorry,
Oh, Michael, sorry.
Michael.
How was your week?
How
I know
was
it
your
wasn't. I know it
weekend?
wasn't.
Did you
great.
eat clean?
I did.
All right.
Did you
I
take a
wasn't.
walk or
I
do
did.
some nice exercise for yourself?
I stayed at a hunting lodge this weekend.
Ooh.
Where?
Did you kill something?
I didn't. I was performing at an event called, and I like the name of this. This is Ophira Eisenberg, comedian, NPR host.
Sure.
Fantastic.
She's created this show called The Grapes of Laughs, where she pairs wines with comedians. You get up on a stage.
And a dust storm.
Oh.
And a dust storm. And,
What was your
and
pairing?
breastfeeding. Mine was a spicy
something earthy.
red. It was
Oh.
a spicy red, I
Yeah.
believe.
And by the way, Ophira Eisenberg, one of our finest comedians, and she'll be taping a new special November 9th, I believe.
Wow.
Her
So,
Ophira's
yeah,
manager.
I'll be there in the audience.
Yeah.
Her manager.
One of my favorites. I love her. So you bring her up.
Do you want,
I'll
where's
plug
the
her.
venue? Do we want to mention the venue?
It's in New York in the Comedy Cellar, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comedy Cellar. Got it.
So, well, first of all, welcome, Pete.
Great to be
Welcome, Pete.
It's a lot of news.
Always, as always.
It's a lot of news. We're going to start off with not the obvious choice, but
Is the obvious choice the ceasefire and
that would be the
Gaza?
obvious choice, and we're certainly going to talk about it.
All right.
But I think we're going to start with one George Stephanopoulos
Oh,
of ABC News. This is the clip that kind of starts it.
The White House border czar Tom Homan was recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
What do you think he says?
Oh, he obviously gave it back. I mean, because my understanding of the story is somebody said, "We're doing a kava run. Do you want anything?" He said, "Just get me a falafel sandwich." They hand him the bag. There's $50,000 in there.
What?
He's like, "What is this?"
Yeah. Where's my falafel?
Where's
I
my
asked for
falafel?
extra white sauce.
Right. And they were like, "No, just take it. Just take it. Just take it." He's like, "Guys, I am potentially going to be heading up ICE. I'm going to be in charge of deportations. I can't take this money."
Right.
I understand, like, you might just be, like we're all friends here and whatever.
Yeah.
But all I wanted was a falafel. I was going to pay you back for it. I can't take the $50K because it might look like, the appearances on this thing are going to be terrible. The optics, awful.
Yeah.
So take it back.
Yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks.
yeah.
Now let's enjoy our...
I like the idea that the whole thing starts with, "I'm going on a kava run." Have you ever heard anyone say, "I'm going on a kava run"?
No. It sounded elitist to me. But Tom Homan is a high-class guy.
Yeah,
He really is.
I think you were asking what is... You pressed pause. I think Michael answered what Tom Homan said when he got the money. I think you might have been asking what JD Vance said because you pressed pause.
Correct. Well, I think, either one could apply.
I think he says, "I don't know," because he doesn't want to deal with this question at all. I don't know anything about it, because that's
Jodi?
what you can do now.
I think he's going to do that thing where he's like, why are we talking about this? This is old. You're spinning it.
Right.
These are Except for the cover run, all good answers. Here we go.
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. And the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law.
That's why.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not the cover run.
No.
Not because of a cover run.
Is he growing his bangs out?
Who, George or
JD. Doesn't it look like there's a little...
He looks a little disheveled.
Going a little emo.
It's amazing that he took a bag of money and it's recorded.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how George Stephanopoulos handled this and got a lot of credit for the way he handled it. And the credit any reporter should be doing this. Just keep asking the same question until you get an answer, and then apparently you win a reporter award. But that's how this went.
There we go. Here's more JD Vance.
I think it's really preposterous. I know Tom. I think that he's a good man.
I know him.
I know him.
Therefore, done.
Therefore, nothing. Because, well, in this clip, he's never saying, no, he didn't take
No,
the
it's
$50,000.
brilliant.
He's just calling it, he didn't take a bribe.
Yeah. Here we go.
He gets death threats. He gets attacked. He gets constantly threatened by people because he has the audacity to want to enforce the country's immigration laws.
You said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
Thank you, George.
Okay, what do you think his answer is?
I don't know. I think he says, I don't know.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Don't
I
know?
believe he's going to have to say, I don't know the answer to this. Why are you asking me this and not about other things?
And the defense that Tom Homan is just the audacity of awesomeness.
Yeah.
That's right there. We
He's
should just
basically saying,
look the other way.
JD's take is basically, you're jealous because he's so pretty.
And the
You're just a
cauliflower
hater.
ear thing is gone. They took care of it. Here we go.
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what you're
got to it.
talking about.
We got to it. I don't
It's
know
a
what you're talking
weird thing to answer. I'm sure that Tom has taken money for many different things that he's done. It's
Right,
like it'd be like
right.
saying I'm sure this comedian getting paid 10 times what they've ever been paid to perform in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Well,
You wouldn't expect it.
Is that
One
a dig on
difference.
me, Pete? Because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
He was in a
Did
hunting
you-
lodge over the weekend.
They were really responsive to your material, right?
They're
It's
just
in Riyadh.
like us, you
comes-
guys.
Michael has one hand now.
Why are
a
you
stump.
being
It's a time for
so
change.
sanctimonious
trying to
about
steal
my
a date.
appearance at the Riyadh Comedy Festival?
I don't know.
Me and Whitney Cummings, we went and we had ourselves a ball.
I think it's weird that you went on the main stage. I'd have been insulted.
His defense of Homan is he's a good man. Did he take the $50,000?
The audacity of being awesome.
Yeah. Why are you so?
That's his-
why are
that's
you
his
being
crime.
such a dick, George, about Tom Homan taking $50,000? Yes, we've all taken money in exchange for doing our jobs, George.
I've
And
never been paid a bag of money. I would like for someone to do anything, any
You
job.
obviously have never gone on a cover run.
Do we think there's a third one? Because Eric Adams had the money in a potato chip bag,
Right.
right?
That's right.
And then that was like a Lay's potato chip bag, and now we have the Kava bag.
I'm
at
guessing.
$50K.
I'm guessing
Where's
those
the
are the
third one?
only bribes that have been
I think
distributed in this administration.
The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia gave Jared Kushner a burlap bag, and it had a dollar sign on it, which I thought was a little on the nose.
Yeah.
How big was that burlap
I'm not-
bag?
I
Like how
wasn't gonna go
big of a
there. I'm
bag
not
do you
gonna
have
go
to
there.
put
I'm not gonna
$4 billion in or whatever?
That's
it
the
is?
thing.
Jared
That's
had
just
someone
he just
trained.
got a down payment.
Can we just acknowledge, though, that in any other administration, somebody taking $50,000 in a bag from a casual Mediterranean chain restaurant would, at the very least, I would say, offer to resign and say,
Right,
look,
right.
this is a distraction to the administration.
Right.
I've done nothing wrong,
Right.
but let me just take a step back here.
Right.
While
You
my,
lost-
while my good name is
I
exonerated.
think you lost everybody in any
Yes,
other
I understand.
administration.
What's hilarious to me about it is that Tom Homan took $50,000. In this administration, that's like
Yeah,
somebody giving you a pat on the head and saying good job.
Yeah. And then not only that, he didn't even go to a proper American restaurant. He went to a Mediterranean.
Oh, he didn't go to the restaurant. He was at Popeyes while they were going.
Tom Homan's like, how come nobody ever tells me when Trump's going to crash the market so I can short it and make $1 billion? Like the close circle. All I get is $50,000 of cash.
I'm going to invest it.
Meanwhile, Steve Witkoff got $5 billion.
Yeah.
All you got to do to find out is follow Tom Homan around for a day. And is he paying with hundreds everywhere he goes?
That's a good point.
Here's more.
Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape.
Wait,
oh my God.
Imagine being George Stephanopoulos. Wait, what? What do you mean? I'll say it again.
Accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question.
If the FBI hands you $50,000 in a bag,
what are they offering? What are they paying me for?
For services.
Okay, well then that's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine. I was doing services.
Is it illegal to take a payment for doing services? Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that money?
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next. We'll be right back.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hung right up on the vice president.
Yeah, which I love.
This is a guy who's still fucking angry about that $15 million.
Yeah, sure.
He's still fucking angry about it.
Absolutely.
Those fuckers upstairs fucking paid this fucking administration $15 million because I called it rape.
Yep. Yep. He's pissed, and he hung right up on him. And I bet you that's going to be bad for him and ABC because they're going to punish him now for hanging up on the vice president.
I feel like they learned their lesson. But I mean, I feel like we can definitively say, yes, Tom Homan took $50,000 in a bag, and nobody in the administration cares.
Right. And they've dropped it. And they've dropped the investigation.
Right.
There was an investigation about it.
Yes.
And they dropped it. It's a crime to promise, I'm going to become this, and I will do something for you.
Right.
Even when he didn't have the job, and their whole argument is he wasn't that guy at the time.
The way it works is someone gives an FBI the tip, probably someone who knows Tom Homan, and said, "Listen, this guy's taking money and making side deals."
That's exactly
and the
what
FBI then says, "All right, we'll take a look. We'll send a couple guys out, probably have mustaches, and a bag of money, and see if he takes it." And he did. Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
I mean, isn't that Abscam from the 70s? They did a similar thing where they just which of these senators or congressmen are.
Or what's his
thirsty
face?
for money.
Menendez from New Jersey.
Yeah,
right?
Menendez. Yeah.
And Marion Barry from D.C. This is like both parties are take bribes.
Yep.
We know this.
Correct.
But generally, when you're caught taking a bribe, you say, you know what, I'm not allowed to be a politician anymore, and so you step away.
Right.
Well. They fight it.
Of course they fight it.
Menendez fought it.
Menendez fought. So there's some crazy shit in Menendez's basement. That's all. Gold bars.
Wasn't it in his
fur coats,
their
cars?
Closet?
Who had money in the freezer?
Wasn't it in the closet?
No, it was. And they had in the garage and in the basement, the rec room. I don't know.
There was another Democrat with money in the freezer.
Her closet, she had a ton of stuff.
Just real quick, where do you keep your gold bars, Michael? I know you've got a few.
Here's the thing. When you're looking at as much time as I am,
right.
And you need a way to have access to quick assets.
Right.
You figure out a way. Hear me out.
Okay.
You figure out a way to train a certain part of your body to hold as much gold / cash / jewels as possible.
Do you have any gold?
No.
Why would you?
Bitcoin?
I don't know. He has lots of odd practices.
Rookie cards?
I did start buying Bitcoin very early on. I bought when it was like $10, $20. I was buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But it never occurred to me.
And how did you buy it back then? I was always confused.
The reason I bought Bitcoin was to buy drugs.
Yeah.
Because the only way you could get on the Silk Road, which was the Ross, whatever his name is, who went to jail and was pardoned by Trump. Thank God he was pardoned. He did me a solid, that run. He sent me a lot of ecstasy, and I want to thank him for that. The only way you could get on his site was to go on the dark web with Bitcoin. So it never occurred to me that this could be an investment.
Right.
So
you were using it as a currency exchange.
Yes. I bought like 10 Bitcoin for like $200.
How'd you make out?
He spent it on drugs.
I spent it on drugs.
Oh, you were spending it on.
Oh, his lesson here is
using it as a
don't do
token.
drugs.
Yeah.
No, the lesson is invest in Bitcoin.
Oh.
But that's what JD Vance was doing while Papa Bear was in the Middle East.
Right.
Accepting his kudos for his brilliant peace plan.
Yep.
Of which step one, phase one, I don't know. There's 20 points, I believe, in there.
And the hostage exchange was step one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ceasefire. And subset hostage exchange and prisoner exchange.
Right.
I mean, this doesn't surprise anyone, but he's turned it into, and I guess the part that does surprise me is that the world leaders who have all come to Egypt to celebrate this, I think it's celebration, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Which I don't understand why they're all there, but they've all come and they're all having this summit of praising him, him being Mr. Trump, as just the greatest man on earth. And almost without fail, all of them mentioned in some way or another the Nobel Peace Prize, which we all know he won.
That summit was supposed to be, all those world leaders were together to talk about what comes next.
I see.
Specifically in Gaza, there's a lot of stakeholders. Iraqi war criminal Tony Blair has been appointed in charge, and the Arab people in that region have a memory. So when they saw him getting the job, that's like Tom Homan leading the agency in charge of all kinds of money confiscation. It's not good, but they were there together and for this summit to try to talk about what comes next, but they didn't talk about what comes next. Trump just went up and talked and went off on tangents and bobbed and weaved, and the truth is we should celebrate that the prisoner exchange and the hostages are home, but what comes next is probably not going to be good.
Right.
It's probably going to be corrupted by militant Hamas, and obviously Netanyahu is going to be very involved in it.
Right.
And let's just remember that whole place is flattened. It's like an absolute war zone.
Yeah.
So what comes next for the people of Gaza is they've returned back to their flattened homes. It's pretty awful. But they didn't talk about what comes next because Trump was just yapping away like
because
me.
He got all. And here's the part: what I don't get is exactly that. All of these, I assume, strong, smart world leaders. Maybe that's not the right words I should use. Are literally
sniffing his farts.
Yeah.
Right, because
they don't want to get punished.
They're playing.
It's insane.
They're playing a game.
They have to.
It's insane.
The Canadian Prime Minister has to do that to a certain extent. He has to. He can't alienate him because he's an insane person, and he will punish your entire people.
Right. So you have to debase yourself in front of this clown just to sort of keep the waters still.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess if I was a world leader, I'd probably bite the bullet and do the same thing.
Yeah. Here's a few of them.
Ew.
Ugh.
Bro.
Ew.
Wow.
And he does that pull you back thing.
Yeah.
So this is Macron and whispering about bullshit.
Every time he does that, it's so weird.
So weird.
Okay, I gotta go. Okay, I'll see you later. I gotta go. All right, who's up next?
He's just doing a step and repeat with world leaders.
He was doing a step and repeat.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's not the weirdest thing because it's the whole idea is with everything is you have to come to me, kiss the ring, whether it's a university president, whether it's a law firm, whether it's a network, all of you will come to me and you will say thank you. But that's his whole, and if you don't,
you get in trouble. Which is his whole thing about I didn't call him, he called me. I didn't call him. He called me.
Yeah.
What does come next in Gaza other than the Trump Gaza casino and hotel?
Well, it's not a joke, by the way. He's planning on, Eric is already there.
Well, first and foremost, there's going to be a civil strife within the Palestinian people.
Yeah,
there's a power vacuum there.
Yeah.
They are currently fighting each other. Hamas is trying to regain control, and there's other constituencies in the south and other parts, other interests that are trying to prevent them. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the Palestinians are very pissed off with Hamas, obviously, for not just this, for the years before this.
Right.
But it is.
At least a certain percentage of them.
But certainly a larger than you would think percentage. But the interesting.
What is the correct what is the percentage?
67.
Well, you're speaking with such authority. He's like, it's a larger percentage than you would think.
Than you would think.
I've read the opinion polls.
What
are you talking about?
YouGov.
You know, he nerds out.
The YouGov Palestinian YouGov did a great thing. They are, a lot of them are against Hamas, and also a lot of them think HTML is a sexually transmitted disease. So it's weird. But, no, I think the big issue there is who's going to invest the money?
Jared.
Exactly. Here's Trump talking about speaking to world leaders at his Middle East Peace Summit.
I also want to thank the president for the escort of 6 fighter jets. Oh, we looked out the window. We said, I hope they're friendly, and they turned out to be very friendly. But we had 3 on each side, and they are beauties right out of the great, really American manufacturing hub. We make the greatest military equipment in the world.
You know, we were flying Air Force One there, and we looked out and we saw, American-made planes, but then we saw Egyptian pilots didn't like it. Maybe a little, and then we found out that they were with us.
Here's
a little brown. They're a little brown for my tastes.
Yeah.
I thought they only flew on carpets. Am I racist? Or am I making a joke about a racist?
Here is Trump doing his Rotary Club routine, which is my favorite, when he calls people out because he's got nothing else to say.
Yeah, shut up.
Who books it?
Do you want to say what you said to me the other day? Come, would you like to say what you said the other day? I think it was so nice. Please.
Would you like to repeat the compliment that you told me?
I liked that the best.
Let me bend this down for your low face.
Today is one of the greatest days in contemporary history because peace has been achieved after untiring efforts led by President Trump, who is genuinely a man of peace, who has relentlessly and untiringly worked throughout these months, day in and day out, to make this world a place to live with peace and prosperity.
You know, this Adam McKay movie is one of my favorites.
It's really good.
It's so good.
It's really good.
He's declared, Trump keeps talking about the wars he's ended. And if you look into any of these and reporting on them, like they're still raging. This is the tragic thing is they're all talking about peace. Palestinians are going to keep getting killed. Israelis are going to keep getting killed. Like this is not peace.
No.
He said yesterday, I don't think this has been 3,000 years. Like what? These weren't even countries. There wasn't even a conflict. There wasn't even a religion 3,000 years ago. But he just says the stuff, and now they're talking about peace. But is there peace?
Hey, Pete, we usually don't get this heated.
Yeah. Right?
Only because we're all
have some
really
water.
I got worked up. Worked up at all the peace. You're right. I'll tap it down.
The ass kissing is unbelievable, and I am not taking away from for the Israelis and the Palestinians the momentary peace that they have because it will be momentary.
I think this time is different.
Yes, again, because both parties are led by fucking criminals.
Yeah.
And so, it's going to be different this time. To turn this into a pro-Trump rally, which is what it is, what it became, is disgusting. It's just disgusting.
It's abominable. I mean, these poor people have just been through two years of relentless suffering.
Yeah.
Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people dead. And now they have a moment of good news, a moment of respite from this. And this clown comes into town and makes it about himself.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're Gazan, if you're a Palestinian in this situation, you go, fine, I don't care. Like, the bombs aren't falling.
That's what I've seen. They're just
Why don't you want to give the president credit for bringing these hostages home, Michael?
Right. In fairness, I do want to give him credit.
That's right.
I do want to give him credit.
You have given him credit.
I have. This is absolutely an unequivocal good thing that he helped bring about. No question about it. Mm-hmm. And the way he's doing it is in the grossest possible way.
Did you give Joe Biden credit when he brought home 150 of those hostages? Did you give him credit?
No, he was senile. I don't give him credit for anything.
He hated Biden.
Oh, did I hate Joe Biden and your ice cream?
It is a little weird. It is a little weird because Biden would just be like, "Hey, look, it's 150. We still have a lot more, and we're gonna keep going." That was it. I think that was the extent of this.
Biden would be like, "It's a good day, but it's not about me. It's about these people being reunited with their families." And Trump is like, "No, this is about me trying to buy my way into heaven."
Who's next to come up and talk about me?
Here we go.
Italy, we have a young woman who's, I'm not allowed to say it because usually it's the end of your political career if you say it. She's a beautiful young woman. Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career, but I'll take my chances. Where is she?
Where is she? I don't know her name. Where is she? But I know she's beautiful.
She's Italian.
Because you are.
I thought you might have a mustache.
We appreciate it. She wanted to be here, and she's incredible, and they really respect her in Italy. She's a very successful politician. We have Norway. Oh, Norway. Norway.
He's mad because he didn't get the prize.
Norway. It's the kid that doesn't appreciate his father. Oh.
And then he went to Egypt next.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are trying to figure out why he went to Egypt. But apparently, if you look into it, the Rachel Maddow program Monday night, she did. Took a deep dive on the A block.
I'm guessing, is there something financial involved there in Egypt?
Yeah. In 2016, he asked the Egyptian. The suspicion is that the Egyptians gave him money for his campaigin just before the end of
that
and
part
he's back there to get more.
that part has been proven, correct? That they did give money to the campaign.
He did nothing wrong. It was in a bag.
I'm not saying he did anything wrong.
It was in a bag
But
from
then he went off and told about
McDonald's.
how great the Egyptians are because they don't have any crime.
Right.
And the way that they crack down on crime in Egypt is not exactly the way that we would or should or anyone should. But he's praising it.
Oh, because why, Pete? They follow the law in
there's
Egypt?
a lot of people walking around without hands. Is my guess.
This is how we handle law and order.
We have a bit of a blame game still going on. I'd say a huge blame game going on right now between Democrats and Republicans. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, she has taken things to another level here, recording a video, a public service announcement directly blaming the Democrats that is going to play in airports across the country. Here's a snippet of that.
It is TSA's top priority to make sure that you have the most pleasant and efficient airport experience as possible while we keep you safe. However, Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many of our operations are impacted.
But you didn't play the next part where she goes, and Adam Schiff is just a little bitch.
And then,
And
then she shot someone's pet right after that.
Well.
This is in violation of the Hatch Act.
Correct.
Can somebody explain to me what the Hatch Act is?
You can't be in a cabinet position or agency head and do political ads and or make things that are paid for by the government. In this case, that would be an ad or a message made and funded by the government, played at all these airports, but that is particularly partisan. So you're not allowed to be political
That's not
or
at all
campaign.
what I thought it was. I thought it was named after the season 1 winner of Survivor.
Richard Hatch.
I thought it meant that you can't be naked.
No. That's not it.
Okay.
But you can still get the $1
Hatch
million.
Act. Yeah.
But it isn't everywhere, right?
So some of these airports are refusing to play it.
Airports in more than a half a dozen U.S. cities refusing to play a video of DHS Secretary Kristi Noem blaming congressional Democrats for travel delays. From the Washington Post reporting on this story, quote, officials that oversee airports in Buffalo, Charlotte, Cleveland, Portland, Phoenix, and Seattle said the video could violate internal policies that bar political messaging or contravene state or federal law that prohibits the use of public resources for political activity.
I have to say, I don't mean to make light of it, but I'm just impressed that those airports have an internal policy.
Or have an airport. Buffalo? Have you ever
I've flown into Buffalo.
It's only open 2 months a year, but yes.
It seems like all the sort of transportation policies should be in alignment across the federal government, right? Like we should, in one aspect of the government shouldn't be breaking the law, so that the other aspect of the government has to say, yeah, we don't want to break the law.
Yeah, these piecemeal rules that you're following on transportation, air travel, much less anything else, is getting confusing for travelers. Sorry.
Yeah, well, can you explain? Can you explain the
your
hard
bit about the airplane food
for travelers?
Well, travelers are a precious demographic of people.
Yeah,
you know, they're like the canary in the coal mine. When things aren't working out, travelers are mad. The local reporter goes, "Why are you traveling for Thanksgiving? What are you thinking?" I'm like, well,
That was a great bit. And if you haven't checked out Stand Up with Pete Dominick,
Thank
it's
you.
every
Thank
day.
you.
It's every
It's
day.
about time.
Some call it an onslaught.
Is it at a regular hour?
Yes.
Now, let me
We have
ask
to cut
you,
that out.
Pete. As you said, you were a stand-up.
Yeah.
And now you've moved pretty much full-time into politics. What was that transition? Why did that
Political
happen?
media, yeah, because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Because
you couldn't think of enough 9/11 jokes, and so you're like, I have to do political
Joan
commentary.
Rivers
about
was
this?
doing them all, but I love comedy. I have had an amazing career as a comedian, I think I did all the things you could do, but I wanted to do something more, and like getting into political media and having more of an impact, and it mattered to me than just doing jokes. And so I just want to. Had kids. I think that was it. Having kids made me want to be the change I want to see, and my daughters watching me doing dick jokes all the time just wasn't it for me, I think. So, yeah, I wanted to make a difference, Michael. I haven't.
I think he's talking to you.
Yeah, Michael.
Oh, it sounded like an accusation, right?
Beyond that, an accusation.
Right.
Like, it
a
was an
shiv.
accusation.
He shivved me
He
just now.
shivved you.
Michael made a huge difference in our congressional district.
I know. So we got a lot of flack from Lawler's office. Not so much about the appearance, but when you did the letter that we released online.
Hi, Mike. I'm calling you Mike because when I asked you last week if you preferred Congressman or Mike, you told me to call you Mike, so that's what I'm doing. Also, I don't see the need to call you Congressman because you won't be one much longer. I don't say that with any pleasure because I like you. I had a great time with you on last week's episode, especially when you said you wouldn't vote for any cuts to Medicaid. Well, Mike, I hate to break it to you. That's exactly what you did. Not even a week after you said those words to me. I don't care that you lied, Mike, because I knew you would. That's why I asked the question, but I don't like that you lied to your constituents. I don't like that you came on our show and joked around with us knowing that you just lied to my face. Was everything that happened between us a lie too?
Which concluded with, fuck you.
Yes.
I didn't say it was a love letter. So, and then you guys did you did a benefit for.
Well, we did. Yeah, we invited him up to our district to have him talk about that and what it meant for the moment, and holding why comedians are the ones that are too often holding politicians' feet to the fire, and that's what he did in his way, and it was really important. It was real good journalism. He should get a journalism award that he didn't sign up for,
or even a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes, I think so.
A lot of people are saying I deserve the Nobel Peace Prize for that.
Yeah.
You're obviously very involved in politics. Have you ever thought about running?
I did. Yeah, I did. When I left media, or it left me, the Sirius XM, where I was for 12 years.
Oh, you were on Sirius XM?
Yeah.
On
Thanks
the
for following my career, John.
Sorry, I don't.
And so when I was over, I was like, I think I might run for Congress. And about 2 weeks, I talked to a bunch of people, and I was really serious about it. And then a black gay Harvard grad announced he was running, named Mondaire Jones, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to run.
You should have campaigned for him.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I know him.
there you
I like
go.
him a lot, and I did campaign for him.
Is that why he lost?
Yes. He won. He won, and then
He
he
did
lost
win,
to Lawler. Yeah, he did win that year. And then I was drafted to run for the town board, and I did that for 2 weeks.
And what town is?
And then I quit.
You may not want to say.
Wait, why did you quit?
It got ugly.
It got ugly in terms of like campaigning.
There were threats, and yeah, it's very ugly running for office, especially as a Democrat or progressive. I'm not saying that Democrats and progressives are somehow better, holier than, but less likely to take the tactics of like organized criminals and make threats to do things to you and your family.
That's not what the Trump administration is saying. Wow. They're saying all this threats and violence is coming from the left.
I'm getting out.
Yeah, exit stage left.
It takes a lot of courage to run for office these days.
Really fascinating how much money it costs, even at a relatively smaller level.
Well, I got to imagine New York 17, very expensive district. But you're saying even
because
this
it's
for
a big
town.
But I can talk to you
district.
about how much money it costs to run for the local board of education, for the local town.
It costs money to
Of
do
course,
it.
well, you have to have signs, and you have to have a website, and at the lowest level, you have to have a few $1,000s to run. I've been very involved in our board of education. Those are the sexiest, most divisive, most scary political fights I've ever been in, and I've been in all of them.
Did you say sexiest?
Yeah.
Why
What
are they
makes it so
sexy?
sexy?
Because it's really about sex.
On the board of education.
I thought you meant it was like like girls in bikinis throwing like
I
sponges
did, but
at each other.
then you guys asked to follow up, and I had nothing.
Yeah.
It's really scary. And the weird thing about running for Board of Education, and this is the most important place that people can make a difference,
Probably,
by the way,
yeah.
just by voting, because most people don't vote. Nothing worse than liberals, because they don't vote in Board of Education, and Republicans do. Right. But it's a volunteer job. You're not getting paid. And they get harassed, and they get threatened, and you have to have money to do it, and it's thankless. It's a really bad place to be, but we need good people on the board. So run for Board of Education and support your local.
Yeah, you're really selling it.
I hope so.
Well, Pete, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on,
Thank you so
Pete.
much for coming.
This is so much fun. It's so great to see actual people in person.
Yeah, isn't it?
Do you not
leave? No.
So you do it all remote?
I do everything remote, and I talk to amazing people every day for my show, and the people that listen to the show. I host a hangout every week for listeners, and it's awesome. But I really don't get out and see people.
But you do a lot of live events.
I do, but not that much. Not that much. Not as much as I turned down a lot of stuff. Right now. So many things I just have to say no to.
Pete, thank you so much for being a part of Have I Got News for Your Ears. Jim and Jodi, thank you as always.
Sure.
I'm gonna do an audience game.
Oh, that's
with
right.
somebody, and I'm excited to do that.
That's
so
right.
stick around for that. And let's take a little break, and then I'll go say hi to our audience members.
All
Okay.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well. Welcome to Have I Got News for Your Ears. Looking at you now. Now, we selected you from our audience. You were at the taping last week. And now that I see you clearly in the light, I feel like we could be related.
You know, I've gotten that a lot, actually. We definitely could be. You never know.
And are you a native New Yorker?
Technically, yes. I was born in New York. I actually live in New Jersey, so...
I did too. So not only do we look alike, we are related geographically as well.
Wow, that's quite the coincidence.
What brought you to Have I Got News for You in the first place?
Well, it's fun because I had actually never seen your show before.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend on the staff, and he invited me to join the live audience. I had never done anything like it before, so it was just, you know, on a whim I kind of went, and it was a great experience. I had a wonderful time. I came in not knowing any of you, and I came out being a fan of everybody. I thought
good.
It was a fantastic show.
Zach, are you ready to play the game?
Yes,
All
I
right.
am.
This game is called Lie Curious, and it's a regular game on our show. Here's how it works. I'm going to give you 3 facts about a well-known person. 2 of them are lies. 1 of them is true, and these are going to be 3 facts about Whoopi Goldberg. How is your Whoopi Goldberg knowledge base, Zach?
Not the best. I do know who she is, so that's good. I watched a couple of segments of this before, and I was worried I wouldn't know. So I do at least know who she is. I know I'm familiar with some of her work at least.
Here are 3 facts about Whoopi Goldberg. 1, she hasn't worn a bra in 50 years. 2, she recorded lines for the voice of E.T. that were later cut. Or 3, she was hired on Star Trek thinking it was Star Wars. Which of those 3 is a true fact, hasn't worn a bra in 50 years? What do you think?
Wow, I mean, it seems unlikely, but she's kind of a badass, so I feel like it's possible.
Okay, so
You know, she doesn't care.
all right, so that's a possibility. Let's put that one aside. We haven't taken it off the table yet. She recorded lines for the voice of E.T. that were later cut, so she would be the one that was going, Elliot, Elliot. Have you seen E.T.?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I have.
What do you think? Could she be?
It sounds so unbelievable, but it sounds so unbelievable it could be true.
Okay. So 1, we have said could be true. 2, we're saying could be true. Zach, you're not doing a very good job of eliminating any of these.
No, I'm doing a horrible job, actually.
Can we eliminate number 3? She was hired on Star Trek thinking it was Star Wars.
Now, I feel like this is a pretty typical thing that people get mixed up, Star Wars and Star Trek. So I feel like that's so plausible that it must be a lie.
Great. Okay, we've eliminated number 3.
I'll eliminate number 3.
Okay,
yeah.
number 3, we're saying that can't be true. Number 1, let's go back to 1. Hasn't worn a bra in 50 years.
I think that might be a lie. I think I might go with she recorded lines for E.T.
All right. So Zach's answer is she recorded lines for the voice of E.T. that were later cut. Zach, before we reveal the answer to you, what is it you do in New Jersey? How do you spend your days?
Oh, well, I'm an entrepreneur and small business owner. I run a video production company. It's my first year in business. I'm very proud of the work I've been able to do.
So you're 25 and you've started your own business?
Yeah, I have.
That's fantastic. What is it called? We'll give it. Let's plug your business.
Yes, my company's name is Dreams Video Production Services. So you spell Dreams DREAMZZ. So my initials are ZZ. So it's Dreams, or some people say Dreams ZZ. Either is fine. Dreams Video Production Services LLC.
All right, Dreams from Zach, and here is your answer about Whoopi Goldberg. This is the truth. Whoopi Goldberg hasn't worn a bra in 50 years.
Wow.
50 years. She has not worn a bra. Zach, you were on the right track. You said she's a badass. She's a free spirit. I think she's a stoner. I can't confirm that. Does not wear a bra. So, Zach, thank you so much for coming on. Congratulations on your success. And more than that, congratulations on looking like me.
Thank you. That's the best compliment I've ever received.
No, looking like you is the best compliment I've ever received. Zach, thank you. You're a tremendous guest. And thanks for coming on Have I Got News for Your Ears. I want to thank my guest, Pete Dominick, and thanks to all of you for listening to Have I Got News for Your Ears. I'm Michael Ian Black, alongside Jim Biederman, Jodi Lennon. We hope to see you again next week. Have I Got News for Your Ears releases new episodes every Wednesday. Don't miss an episode. Follow us on Apple, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Even better, watch the Vodcast on Spotify or on the Have I Got News for You YouTube channel. And while you're there, why not follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? Right?